Okay guys, I'm here today with Heath Pedigo, huge honor for me, and Rob and Sophia. And guys, this is the first time ever that Heath is shooting any video and any instructional video. And we're super honored to have you, Heath.
Yeah,
and you're planning this for the last like 2 or 3 years. I remember the first time I reached out to you was like 2020 or so.
Yeah.
And
been working on it for a long time. When you guys reached out, so I told them I would do the video, but it's been about like 3 years in the making. I had to make sure that it was just right.
Yeah, no, that's incredible.
So.
Yeah, and guys, I think that you guys probably all know the story. He's the founder of the Daisy Fresh, the Pedigo Submission Daisy Fresh team, which might be the most viral team in America nowadays. All I hear is like Daisy Fresh, Daisy Fresh, Daisy Fresh, and probably one of the best up and coming teams as well. You guys just won the Pan Am's Novice 3 times.
Yeah.
When there was Novice in the World Championship, you guys also won that.
Yeah.
And all your team, like I just see like Couch doing better and better and better. It's just about to compete again. Who is number 1, right?
One of the things that's really, really neat to point out is like when we first started, everyone just kind of thought, oh man, it's just these guys on the floor grappling with this crappy gym.
Yep.
But then our novice team turned into the current back-to-back no-gi adult PANS champions as well. So it's not just the white belts. We also have the blue, purple, brown, and black. So, and what's happened is our novice competitors have used literally the information that are in these videos, and it put them so far ahead of the game that they were able to compete and win as adult.
Yep.
And adult, look, the adult blue belt, purple belt, and brown belt championships, those are no joke now.
Yeah, it's not a joke.
So
yeah, that's incredible, Heath. And guys, I went to the Daisy Fresh. I think it was 2 or 3 years ago. It was one of the coolest experiences I ever had. And I'm proud that I went to the old building. Yeah, I heard that you guys moved to a new building.
We did.
And guys, Heath is shooting 4 instructional videos, and nobody has ever done what he's doing. So he's shooting 1 instructional video about white belt 1 stripe, another instructional video for white belt 2 stripes, white belt 3 stripes, white belt 4 stripes. And whoever watch all of them and show to him that you watch it all of them can schedule a trip to his gym, and then he's gonna test the person, and the person can get the blue belt from him. So Heath, I was just talking to you earlier about how this is a good idea, because one time I called like 10 customers from the website, and I was really surprised about how many people train Jiu-Jitsu somewhere around the world, around the US, and they don't have a coach. They train in the garage, they train with friends.
Yeah.
And I think you're gonna fit really well for that group.
So the reason I wanted to do this was, now later on I found a wonderful coach and received all my belts, but before then, I am from a small town, and it was literally me and my brother. The first time that I ever rolled on mats was at a Naga tournament that I took on the bus 27 hours on a Greyhound to do. We trained in the grass, it was just me and him, and we literally learned from VCR tapes at the time. So I always said, if there's ever a chance for me to do instructional videos, I want to make sure that they're incredible. So I didn't just jump at it when you guys asked, because like I said, it just had to be just right. And I wanted to make sure that these people that don't have those options, it's not someone's fault that they're from a small town, or they're from, maybe they don't have the means to train at a gym. Sometimes jiu-jitsu is expensive. So I want to give them the option to be a part of something, and they should be able to compete. They should be able to test, and hopefully we can help them with that. Through these videos, I truly believe that this is enough stuff for someone to work on for 2 years minimum.
Yeah, no,
it's enough information. It's all solid information, and every single thing that's shown in all 4 videos is stuff that everyone can do, regardless of size, regardless of age, regardless of the physical shape that you're in. You can do all of this stuff, and it can be effective rolling live.
Yeah, no, that's incredible. And guys, it was Heath's idea. Like we had never thought about this, and he came out with this idea. So make sure to support him, because it's a very cool idea, I think, because a lot of people do jiu-jitsu, don't have instructors. The city that they train doesn't even have schools. And I think this is a way for him to support all those guys. And I think at the end of the day, a lot of schools do that. They have affiliates everywhere with like one person responsible. So I think it's kind of similar what you're trying to achieve here.
Yeah, it's really cool. And one thing I want to add too is, in the video, it's really easy for me to show Bernardo something for him to get it, because his jiu-jitsu mind is incredible. Multi-time black belt world champion. This also goes for a lot of high-level competitors. But the people who need these, the people who need help, are white belts, blue belts, early purple belts. that's why I brought Rob and I brought Sophia, and they are the ones doing these moves. So they make the same mistakes that you make. They make the same mistakes that new people make. They are white belts, and no one shows those moves on people that are that level. They're doing them on each other. So like I said, they make those mistakes. We're able to correct them. That way, when you buy the video, you are able to kind of already have the questions that you are asking answered already.
Yeah, no, that was a great idea as well, because you demonstrate the move and they do against each other and they ask you the questions, so you pretty much clean everything that, that was awesome. But anyways, so in this video, you're gonna show the shoulder pressure, right?
Yeah.
And that was mind blowing because I felt like it would break my back kind of. So let's do it.
All right, we'll do some here. Okay, so guys, in the video for this, we had moved into a half guard, okay? So one thing from here, I'd like to teach this really, really early on is proper pressure, okay? Because you can use this later on at every belt for your body lock passing, for your pressure to pass the mouth, for whatever it may be, head and arm chokes, all of this stuff you can use. Once you understand the leverage that you can have, you can put people to sleep. Now this isn't a choke, but you can definitely put people to sleep with this, okay? It's very, very powerful, and it's just very, very small adjustments that I've seen even black belt world champions not know and not make, okay? So from here, what we're gonna do is, first I'm gonna get the outside underhook, and I have to make sure I keep my legs pinched so Bernardo isn't putting me back into a closed guard. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna lift him up, guys, and we're gonna take the thumb, and I'm going to try to take my thumb all the way over.
This is amazing.
And I'm going to, like I'm trying to stab Bernardo in the back of his spine. So I don't want it up here by his shoulder, guys. We want it all the way down the back, okay? Now I'm gonna show you something here real quick on this. There's a reason that we want the palm down, okay? So, real quick here. Bernardo, sorry.
No worries.
Okay, guys, so. All right, so this part of your arm here, when I have this pressure on, guys, so I'm here, okay? If I'm squeezing around Bernardo's head, okay? A lot of people fight over head and arm chokes and where this pressure and what grip you should have. Guys, if I'm around, I'm going to turn my hand just up, and look, just from that already, I'm losing about 2 inches of tendon. Okay, now that might not seem like much, but when I'm trying to put someone to sleep or I'm trying to completely pass them and win a championship, this 2 inches of tendon is something that I need, okay? So just watch, just by turning that back over, we get that full tendon, okay? So now this is in the jugular, taking away the blood supply rather than them having that little tiny extra room to breathe, okay?
And every single inch makes a difference on a high level.
Especially in jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, so, guys, we're here now. Tie this thing back up. All right, guys, so now half guard here, same thing. We're gonna take this thumb and we're gonna bring it down and around, and we're gonna keep, remember, that palm down so we get that extra 2 inches of tendon here, okay? So I'm here pinching, I'm gonna reach through on Bernardo. I'm gonna lift him up as much as I can, and I'm gonna take my thumb down his back. Now, normal pressure from people is here. Maybe it's here, but it's never here. Okay, so watch Bernardo's ear. Watch it move. My shoulder is gonna come up and it's moving his head into the middle. Okay, so I'm gonna move it here. I'm going to clasp my hands and I'm gonna pull Bernardo into me. Okay, now guys, watch my shoulder. I'm almost dislocating my shoulder. I'm gonna put all my pressure here, underneath this J, okay? So I'm not putting the pressure on his ear, not on his chin, not on his throat even, underneath the J. The pressure is gonna go here, and then it's going to go forward. So it's going to take his lungs away, okay? So we're here, I come down, I drop the pressure down, I pull him in, and now guys, I'm gonna come forward and I'm going to squeeze the pressure on, okay?
Man, that hurts.
It's bad. So once you get this down, you most certainly can choke people unconscious with it. But remember, it's not a choke. It's just a leverage that I want to show that you can use.
But works like a choke, and also like there's almost like, I feel like I'm getting stabbed over here in the back of the.
So it's very, very tight, and like I said, it's just a small adjustment to side control pressure that allows us to, when I'm doing this to you, you're not worried about getting passed. Yep. You're not worried about getting mounted. You're worried about getting choked completely unconscious. And if you watch, when I do this to Bernardo, he moves flat to his back, which puts him in big trouble, okay? So one more time. So I'll have Sophia and Rob check it out too. We're in here, guys. I'm gonna reach over, grab, and there should be no space at all, okay? No space between my vein my forearm and my bicep, and it should be touching Bernardo's skin. You shouldn't be able to put even a pin through there. You have to take away all of that space, okay? So I'm here, we're gonna lift him up, put it down. I'm going to drop that shoulder here, okay? I didn't get down.
But it's hurting.
Okay, so now I'm gonna come here. We're gonna go forearm flat on the mat.
Man, it hurts. I'm not making this up.
All right. It is very, very extremely tight, okay?
It's over here.
It's kind of gotten a little popular. People are trying to find out about it. It is very, very good though. And like I said, especially at our adult level blue, purple, brown competitors, they are killing people body lock passing with this.
That's amazing.
You want to give it a shot?
Yes.
Okay, Rob will let you choke him.
There you go. This is my good side, the other side.
You gotta do that good side.
Yes.
Okay, so we're on here. So first thing, Bernardo, I want you to kind of lift him up just a little bit. And I want you to tighten up your knees because you can't give up that full guard, right? So we're gonna come, take that thumb, stab him in the back. Down as far as you can, okay? So now you're gonna grab that butterfly grip, pull that thing down as much as you can, okay? Now.
Man, that's crazy.
Okay, that's good, but we can make it better. Okay, so back it up just a little bit. Here's what we're gonna do to make that better.
That's awesome.
All right.
What are you gonna do?
Okay, so you're gonna lift them back up, pull that arm down, okay? Bring it all the way around, stab the back, okay? Now, I want you to grab the butterfly, pull it underneath, but I want you to back your shoulder up, so sorry. All right, we're gonna come back over here. Okay, so stop. Your shoulder's coming into his throat. Okay. I want you to dislocate your shoulder this way, and now I want you to drive it into your hand back that way. Hey, he's tapped, he's out.
Man, that is crazy.
Okay, so this...
That is crazy.
It's that shoulder dropping down just that 2 inches. It makes things horrible. So you feel tighter up here, but it's not, okay?
Yeah.
So one more time, I want you to think about dislocating that shoulder. Remember, we're squeezing on his chest, not his throat. Stay away from his throat. Down, and now try to put your forearms flat on the mat. And then you're gonna get the choke.
That's amazing. Can I see you doing one time with him?
Yeah, of course. Okay, so we're here.
Not on me.
Okay, so we're here. Okay, guys, so I'm gonna come around here.
I love this detail about the thumb.
Okay, and remember, look right here, guys. When I take down, once again, watch Rob's ear and head. I'm bending, his head's bending backwards here, okay? And I'm pulling his body into me. Okay, so I'm gonna grab this tight. I'm going to drop my shoulder. I'm on his chest, not his neck. And now I'm going to drive this forward here.
Man, that is insane.
Okay, so.
That is good. And it's good because it works for gi and no gi, right?
Same, gi, no gi. Almost, I didn't want to say this but almost everything we do in the videos, you'll be able to use for no gi as well.
Got it. Can I see the white belts doing on each other?
You good?
And Sophia.
Okay, so let's do a half guard.
Works on side control as well, or only half guard?
Anywhere.
Okay,
Everywhere.
that's amazing.
I like it from half guard because they're really stuck if I'm trying to choke them unconscious.
Good.
But I believe that this is the pressure that you should have from side control. They should constantly be carrying you and make them exhausted. And guys, there's no squeeze. Like, I'm barely squeezing on Rob. All it is my bicep, the vein area, and my forearm all coming together and creating that. You should be able to feel their heartbeat when you're doing it correctly. And remember, no space, okay? All right, so let's see. Check him out. You're going to lift him up, thumb in the back as much as you can. Grab that down. Beautiful. Okay, so now, guys, this is the big one. She's going to drop her shoulder down into his chest. Then she's going to roll it forward, forearms flat. She's going to squeeze like she's trying to pop his back. And he's
I can see the pressure over here and over there.
Yeah, so
that's amazing.
It's very, very tight, okay?
That's super cool. Super. Yeah, I love how that's the type of stuff that you teach. And guys, you can see in the other videos that I have with Heath on the channel as well. His instruction is pretty much like all about these little secrets that nobody knows, and that makes jiu-jitsu more efficient. So I think that's why you probably hold it for so long.
Yeah, you use the perfect word for me. It's efficiency. Like I said, it's just important that I don't want it to only work for a super athlete. I need a normal, average, working person to be able to walk through the door, get off work, do these moves, and become a world champion. If they're willing to put in the time and the effort, these are the only things they need to do. These videos, it might come as a big surprise to you, but they're long videos, and they're not shrimping. They're not doing the normal stuff that white belts do. Everybody who's going to buy this already knows this.
Yep.
This is high level stuff that's going to help them move faster onto those next levels.
Yep.
Okay. The things that they're learning are also going to help those fundamentals become stronger, better, and more effective. Okay.
Yeah.
This video will make you an active grappler instead of a reactive grappler. And at white belt, almost all white belts are reactive grapplers.
Got it. No, that makes sense. So Heath, and I think like your results talks for yourself. So your team won the novice on the Pan Am's words, and talking about higher level. Couch last year won double gold in the words no gi, and Andrew Wiltsey has won like words no gi as a black belt, right?
Yeah, black belt no gi pans, and then he won at every single belt, I think. So we have a good little crew, and literally this is the only stuff that we are doing. There's nothing being held back. That's not a sales gimmick. That's honest to God. Anyone who comes in and trains with us, they'll see this stuff and they'll know this is the stuff that we're teaching and we're doing in the gym. It's simple, basic, effective stuff. Yeah,
no, I love it. Yeah, so guys, as I said earlier, Heath is shooting 4 instructional videos. One about white belt, 1 stripes. Second one, white belt, 2 stripes. White belt, 3 stripes. White belt, 4 stripes. If you complete all of them, you can schedule a visit to his gym with him and test for the blue belt with him. Doesn't mean that you're gonna get the blue belt. It means that you're gonna test for the blue belt. You still gotta passing the test. And but thanks so much for doing that.
Thanks for having me, brother.
And guys, his video is gonna be at bjjfanatics.com very soon. Maybe by the time you're watching, it's already there. And I think if you follow his story, you will see how good things he's doing to whole jiu-jitsu community. And I think that's another thing about your team as well. You're literally changing people's lives, like Couch, Wiltsey, and that's so cool. That's very, very cool to see. Like you're taking like almost like some privileged people and making them like jiu-jitsu heroes.
Yeah, I mean at the end of the day, we all want to be a part of something.
Yeah.
And being a part of something that's bigger than you, something that you can give back.
Yep.
And then winning is just a byproduct of an incredible environment. So once you're able to create that environment, then you can make things happen.
I agree.
We learn better in them, we teach better in them, and we become better together in them.
Guys, when I went to visit his gym, we arrived in the town probably like 12:30, midnight 30. Yeah. And he was like, let's go to the gym. And then we got there, there was like, I'm never gonna forget this scene. There was probably like 20 cars in the parking lot, all with lights on. I was like, what the heck is that? So there were like probably 20 people sleeping on the cars. And then when we opened the gym, there were probably another 20 people sleeping on the mats. Yeah. So he's really doing every single inch he can to support and help people. And so make sure to support his instructional video. And thanks so much for working with us. We appreciate you.
And I appreciate everybody for checking us out.
Thank you. Please help me out to grow my YouTube channel. Just click subscribe. And to watch more videos, just click under see more videos. I hope you enjoyed.
BJJFanatics.com. Use the promo code YouTubeFaria to get 10% off any instructional video. Improve your jiu-jitsu faster.